The first one we are going to see today is for linear arrangement. The next we'll be seeing is for circular arrangement. Third is your matrix, and the fourth one is miscellaneous. Okay, miscellaneous. All these are more than sufficient. In case if you have anything else apart from this, I will be going on with your box arrangement, which might be coming in the end, but not very important in terms of like for PGCET exams. Okay, but for banking, it might come. Box arrangements might come. Now, the first one we are going to see here is for linear arrangement. That is nothing but where you're going to arrange a number of persons or number of cars or number of cards or whatever it is in a single order or in a single line. This is kind of a linear arrangement. Circular arrangement, you're sitting in a round table and who is facing you? Who is next to you? How are you facing? Is it inside? Is it outside? These kind of things will come. If it comes for matrix, it is like kind of a up and down arrangement. So where you have multiple things and you need to see which person is sitting diagonal across all these kind of statements. Miscellaneous, it will be like combination of circular, matrix, circular, linear kind of things. Box arrangement, it is simple box like this where you're sitting. It is similar to circular arrangement somewhat, so you can stick on with this. Okay, so let's start with the basics of your linear arrangement. And first, this is a row. Okay, this is a row. Now, I always assume that the row is facing north. Row is facing north. If a person is sitting over here, okay, or I assume that there are 6 people in the row, 5, 6 people in the row. If A is over here and I'm telling B sits right of A, B sits right of A. So which is right and which is left over here? Okay, I'll put the arrow in blue color and arrow in black color. You tell me which is right and which is left. Blue. Blue is right side. Okay. B sits right of A and D sits right of or like left of A. So this becomes your D, right? So this becomes your right and this becomes your left. In case we are assuming the direction to be north. This is the normal direction how we are sitting now. For you, if you are sitting right now, right of you is your friend and left of you is your another friend. So you can name it. This is the normal seating arrangement which everyone goes, right? This is the first type, normal. If nothing is mentioned in the question, it means it is assumed to be north direction. If they mention all are facing east, all are facing east. There are six people sitting in a row and all are facing east. At that time, what happens? So this is your direction. So we had seen the direction thing, north, south, east, west. So east means that nothing but you're rotating this by 90. So it again comes up to be east, west, north, south. So east or north, both are same. So right and left remains same for both east and north. Clear? There should be no confusions in identifying which is, if in case of east, what we should do. If in case of north, what we should do. Right and left remains the same. Online people clear?
Yes,
online?
sir.
Okay. Now, this is only for the north direction I'm telling. In case I'm telling all are facing south, all are facing south. So there are 6 people again, all are facing south. It means it is bottom direction, south. In case all are facing south and A is over here, who is to the right of A now? Okay, input blue arrow or black arrow. Blue arrow is going to be the right side and this is going to be the side, right? So B, if he's sitting in right of A, it means he's sitting this side. If D is sitting left of A, he's sitting over. Now, all these kind of questions are called as unidirectional question or unidirectional things. So where you can get arrangements based on that. Fine, clear with the basic step number 1. Okay, this after identifying this, the next type of question which might come is for bidirectional. Bidirectional means there are 2 rows, 5 students each, both are facing each other or both are facing away from each other. Okay, the first scenario in this, under this, there are 2 rows of 5 people each sitting in rows. Okay, both are facing each other. Both are facing each other. Second scenario, 5 people in 2 rows, both are facing away from each other. Okay, if both are facing each other, then how should we do it? Okay, assume this to be row 1, this to be row 2, this to be row 1, this to be row 2. Yes, if both are facing each other, row 1 which direction, row 2 which direction? Row 1 is going to be south, row 2 is going to be north. This is both are facing each other. If both are facing away from each other, then why can't this be over here south? This also cannot be south. Could be, or this could be north. This also could be north. Now also, it is not like exactly opposite to each other. It is like both are in a different direction that you can tell, or like both are not facing each other. Whenever the statement is given exactly opposite to each other, then you can assume assume that it is north, this is south. If they are not mentioning anything, it could be this possible solution also. Okay, so now what should I assume in exam? You always assume north and south, that is easier for you, else it becomes like bit difficult at times. Okay, this is bidirectional things. Bidirectional. Fine. And the third scenario can be something like unidirectional but different directions, or like multi directions in a single row, where you're having a single row here and they're telling some people are facing north and some people are facing south. So it might be something like this: 1 2 3 4 5 6. A is facing north, B is facing south, C is facing north, D is facing north, E and F is facing south. So some people are facing south and some people are facing north. Now they won't directly give you these people are facing north, these people are facing south. It is going to be in a puzzle format. Right? They're going to give you certain statements, and from that statements you need to derive this arrangement and start solving the questions whichever is given. So now if I'm giving a statement telling A is second to the left of B. A is second to the left of B. So how do you assume it? So assume that the direction is going to be north. The row direction is going to be north. And I'm giving the statement telling A is second to the left of. How do you do? So who is sitting first? Who is sitting next?
A from left, A from left and B.
Okay, these are the spots, and I'm mentioning this as 1 2 3. Where should A sit now? 1 na? B. So A is sitting second to the left of B. So B becomes your base. From B, left of B is going to be A. This is the meaning of it. A is second to the left of B. From B, this is the left and this is going to be A. Fine. This is the first part. This is the second. Fine. A is second to the right of B. Then A is going to be here. This is going to be right of A is sitting second to the right of B. Okay. A is 2 places away from B. A is 2 places away from B. Yes, you can write it either this way or that way. I'm not specifying anything over here. Okay, then how do you do it? This is B. After 2 dashes, huh? After 2 dashes or a single dash? Yes, online people. Okay. If I'm telling 2 places away from B, A sits 2 places away from B. This is the scenario number 1. Second scenario I'm giving. Okay. Second scenario. There are 2 people between A and B. Between A and B. Now, which statement tells what? A sits 2 places away from B. There are 2 people between A and B. Both are same. Okay. Whenever it is coming in sense of place, 2 places, 1 place, or something like this, this is going to be either, as you said, it can be 2 scenarios. Since I have not mentioned which is left, which is right. So it can either be B, 1 place, 2 place, 1 place, 2 place, or B, 1 place, 2 place. Right? This is called as place shifting, where A is 2 places away from B, or B is 2 places away from A, whatever you want. Okay. Now, if I am telling A is 1 place away from B, next A is 1 place away from B, or it can be this. It can either be this one or this can be this. Fine. This is 2 place. When I'm telling there are 2 people between A and B, in this scenario it becomes exactly 2 people between A and B, or fine. And the fourth important thing that needs to be remembered is whenever the statement is not conclusive, like given over here, there are 2 people between A and B, there are 2 people between C and D. It can either be scenario number 1 or scenario number 2. You need to assume both the statements until you conclude. You need to keep both the statements true until you conclude which is the final one. So you cannot assume one and you cannot reject the other. Everything needs to be considered in arrangements. You cannot directly reject, okay, this is not that, because this statement is not conclusive. Obviously it is not conclusive. I do not know who is sitting right, who is sitting left, or if the statement 1 is true or statement 2 is true. So do not reject everything until you conclude. Fine. Clear, online people? Any doubts till this point? Okay. Now let us take with the first question, a basic question. This is very simple one. Just take it up, then we'll see. The directions for the questions 1 to 5 refer to the data below and answer the question. First question I'll solve along with you. The second question you give it right, then we'll solve. Okay. There are 6 people A, B, C, D, E, and F. Okay. Are sitting in a row facing east. Then is it the normal direction or is it opposite? Normal direction. A is to the immediate right of C. A is to the immediate right of C, who is at the extreme north end. Now, what does it who point? C. Who points to the immediate left person who is sitting. There's nothing but who is at the extreme north end. E is sitting between B and F. E is sitting between B and F. B is 2 places to the right of A. B is 2 places to the right of of A. Now, how do I start solving it? Now, how many people are there in the row? 6 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, what are they telling? All are facing east direction, that is normal direction. This is east. If you want, just draw it and keep it handy. East, west, north, south. Fine. A is to the immediate right of A. C. A is to the immediate right of C. It means, sorry, C, who is at the extreme north end. So who is at the extreme north end? C. So C is going to sit over here. C is going to sit in the extreme north end, right? Extreme north end. A is to the immediate right of C. Means A is here. A is here. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. E is sitting between B and F. E is sitting between B and F. So in this case, it can either be E here, B here, F here, or F here, E here, B here. Yes or no? These are the two possible conditions. So I'm not going to write down anything over there. B is 2 places to the right of A. B is 2 places to the right of A. Means, so this is the first place, this is the second place. This is B, this is B. So now, if this is B, can I have FEB? Is this solution possible or no? No. So this is eliminated. Obviously, E is going to come here, F is going to come. F is going to come here. If we have completed C, A, B, E, F, which is remaining? D. This is your arrangement, what you need. Okay. Now, after this arrangement is done, all the 5 questions are answered. Now you can give a try. The answers are done. Who is sitting to the immediate right of A? D. Who is 3 places to the left of E? First place, second place, third place. Who is there? A. Which of the following pairs of people are adjacent to each other? Adjacent means next to each other. Next to each other. So which are these following pairs of people are adjacent to each other? AD. Is CD adjacent to each other? No. FC? No. AE? No. So AD is the option. Who is sitting at the extreme south end? F. Which of the following statement is definitely true? A is third from the north end? No. E is second to the south end? Yes, sir. Okay. Second from the south end. Okay. F is to the left of E? No. C is to the immediate left of B? No. So option is option number. Fine. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now let us see certain points. Now, whenever in the question, something of this sort is mentioned. F sits second to the right of G, and I'm mentioning something like this: who, whom, or which. Okay. F sits second to the right of G, who, whom, or which. It all means who, G. It all means, let it be who, let it be whom, let it be, everything means G. So these are the words that you should remember: whom, who, and which. Everything will represent the immediate left person who is there. Okay. Okay. Now the next set of questionnaires which might come is G sits to the right of H. G sits to the right of H. But if there is a usage of but, it is representing G. It is representing the first person. It is representing the first person. So this also you should remember. Whenever I tell but, it means it is representing the first person in the group. Okay. Clear? Okay. For this statement, I need you people to answer. The number of persons sits between E and F. Okay. The number of persons sits between E and F is same as the number of persons sits between G and F. The number of persons sitting between E and F is same as the number of persons sitting between G and F. G and F. So who is sitting in between? Your others? F. Who is sitting in between? The number of persons sitting between G and F or E and F is same as the number of persons sitting between G and F. Yes, others? They both have said G. F. Okay. Okay. I'm telling there are 10 people sitting. What is that? Okay, take it up. Okay, 10. Now I'm asking who is in between now? E, F, G. Who is between? F only. 100%. Online, who is sitting in between? The number of persons sitting between E and F is same as the number of persons sitting between G and F. Okay. Yes, the answer is right. Whatever you said, F is going to sit in between. Okay. And it can be either E here and G here, or it can be G here, F here, E here. These can be two possibilities. So whenever this kind of a scenario comes, what is repeating over here? Just observe that F is repeating. If it is repeating 2 times, that is going to be always in between. If it is repeating 2 times, that is always going to be in between. Okay. Always remember this. It might confuse you in exams. So it is important for us to remember whichever is repeating twice, just put that in between. Fine. This is applicable for any arrangement. Let it be linear, circular, whatever it is applicable for everything.